real problem we have in this election. Senator Suzio has been putting out push-pull ads against Senator candidate Bartolomeo. Push-pull is they ask a series of questions. If the person answering says they're supportive of Dante, they go into a series of statements claiming that Dante did this or that or the other thing. These are all lies and fabrications. You know, it's ironic we're standing here at the site of Abraham Lincoln when he visited Meriden. Honest Abe, okay? We want to set the record straight. We ask that these push-pull ads be taken down. They're false, and they have no business in a positive campaign. Leonard F from Middletown.
Thank you, Mayor Rohde, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. I just want to go on record denouncing push-pulls. They are a dishonest form of campaigning. The real intent of a push-pull is not to glean information from which you can, study the data and observe what's going on in an electorate, but rather it's to push a negative message, and very often, and in this case, an untrue message under the guise of a regular poll. And that's something that we can't have in our elections. It's not healthy. It's not beneficial, and it doesn't work to advance the interests of our people in a tough economic time when we're facing a lot of crises in our society, and when we have a lot of fiscal challenges ahead of us and a lot of governmental challenges ahead of us. The way we should be operating is to have an open discussion about our differences and an open debate about our differences, but not pushing misinformation about one another. This is the second time a push-poll has happened in the 13th District Senate race. It happened 2 years ago in the special election against then-candidate Tom Bryn from here in Meriden. And these tactics are no good. They don't do any good to advance our interests as a society. They don't help our people understand the differences between the two candidates. And to be sure, there are differences between these two candidates, and they should be having that debate on the record and discussing those differences before the people, rather than having an anonymous push-poll come out accusing this candidate, this very good candidate, of things that are just patently untrue, like supporting higher gas prices and supporting higher taxes. These things are just not true, and it doesn't advance our interests to have that kind of misinformation spread about. So, I'm here today to join with Mayor Rohde in calling for the end to these push-polls and seeing that they don't go on so that we can have an honest debate. Another push-poll that happened wasn't in this race, but I'll just call everyone's attention to it because it was a terrible thing.